Alright, 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 alright. What up? Are we live? Can y'all hear me? I can hear me. Let's get it. Let me try to fix my audio for a sec here, chat. We are looking great. Okay, so we're live. Welcome to, once again, Zomb Music Mondays. We took last week off. Which was, what was last Monday's date? Last Monday's date was the 15th, but, we're here live today with episode 5. Welcome, welcome. If you don't know what Music Mondays is my weekly talk show slash podcast slash chill session where we talk about everything, mainly music, but we talk about a lot of shit here, and for usually about an hour. And yeah, we are here live with Music Mondays, episode 5. Let me just tweet out my stream real quick. I almost tweeted out episode 4, but I'm pretty sure this is episode 5. Hold on, I know I'm not the only one with this problem. Let me double check. Yeah. Episode 4 was last week. Well, I put it out last week. Yo, what's good, Titan? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're well, my friend. Okay, yes, episode 5. But like I said, I almost tweeted out episode 4 like a dumbass. If you're also wondering why no Skate 3 this week, I'm currently paused on 60 plus Rave in the Redwoods Infinite Warfare Zombies, and I'm not trying to close the app. So we're just gonna have a nice chill session here, and talk about a few things because I have quite the amount of things to talk about. Actually, let me switch my category from IW to just chatting. I thought I already did that, but there we go. Okay. Pleasantly, what the fuck is good, baby? Welcome, I hope you're well today. Welcome, welcome. Okay, yeah, so what else do I have on the agenda here? Hold up, chat. I have a few things written down that I wanted to get into. Yeah, so top of the show announcements. I just wanted to touch on Valentine's Day and like the week off and everything like that. I'd noticed with Music Mondays, with me like I guess doing it every Monday for 4 weeks in a row. I didn't want to burn myself out and really just kind of just do it without the passion and the same drive that I usually have. So that's why I think every 4 episodes or every 4 Mondays, I'm just gonna take a break from Music Mondays and just kind of let shit settle down. And Valentine's Day, of course, passed over uh last weekend, and obviously today is Monday. But if you're watching on YouTube or if you're here on Twitch, I hope everybody had a good fucking last week or Valentine's Day, or at least made the most of it. But my week off was it was all right. I got a bunch of music shit settled. I'm gonna touch on that later. Um, but yeah, I just kind of needed that mental clarity for a little bit and just kind of get myself back into the groove because burning yourself out with things like this is really shitty. So I try my best to not do that. And honestly, like mine was horrible, definitely. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, Titan. Tell us about it if you want. If not, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, um getting burnt out with shit like this can definitely happen a lot. Like if you think about it like in terms of like weather people, newscasters, talk show hosts, like sometimes they have to do it every day. You know what I mean? And just have to, you know, put their life's problems aside and just kind of go live and do their thing and act, normally. and it can definitely be draining. So thankfully, I don't have to do that. And I think I can put Music Mondays on a schedule where, like, every 4 episodes, I can just take that following Monday off and then do another 4 episodes. And then, you know what I mean, take that next Monday off. But I feel better. I definitely feel better. Not like, of course, all the way better or whatever, but you know, like, sometimes those breaks are needed. But enough about that shit. Um, One recent thing that I did do over the last week was I recorded a new podcast with the homie Archbishop Eddie, who will be coming on this show eventually when I talk about upgrading my stream, and which is another thing that I need to address later. But yeah. So we recorded a new podcast, which was actually it's literally almost 2 hours long, and there's a lot of fucking gems in there. And when I tell you, chat, and those of you who are viewing this after, when I tell you that there's a lot of gems, I don't know if this episode will be out by the time that that podcast is out, but we'll see. It probably will be. But we recorded for over 2 hours and we talked about everything, and you guys will know when that's out as well. That'll be in my link tree and all that shit in my bio. But yep, I recorded a new podcast with the homie Andy that'll be out soon. Um, what else? Honestly, I'm just really trying to fucking keep my fucking grind going. Cause like, no matter if life like fucking kicks you in the ass or whatever, like this year I noticed that I've been doing really good at like going back up and just kind of like staying focused. Like it's all right to fall off the horse for like a little bit or whatever, but uh I think staying focused is so much more beneficial. And yeah, man. That's that's honestly what I'm really trying to do. But yeah, been putting insane amount of hours on Twitch as well. Um, that was one thing I wanted to touch on for a little bit. Was the amount of Twitch love and where Music Mondays and my overall stream is going to be going and where it is now currently. Um, for instance, when I started streaming, I kind of tell this story all the time, so I won't really like go into it. But like, PogChamp. But like, when I started this shit, it wasn't to make money. It wasn't to blow up. It wasn't to uh any of those things. Like I purely did this to record gameplay. I did this to fuck around when me and the homies were in Discord calls making music for hours and hours and hours and hours. Like I used to just play meme games and shit. But recently when I switched over back to zombies and stopped playing multiplayer and just sort of took a break from that, and I noticed that my stream started to get this insane amount of love when I was playing Bops 3, Bops 4, IW, and it was this type of love that was really fucking crazy because like I always wanted to like upgrade my stream and do these types of like Music Monday shows and like um I just really wanted to do that anyways, and I think that that was going to be a goal regardless of what happened to my stream. But like the fact that my stream even gets the love that it gets, and I'm not even at the like place that I want to be at yet, really motivates the fuck out of me to keep going with a lot of shit. And like it's just crazy, man. It's just really fucking crazy because like I said, I didn't start this for any reason other than to record gameplay and to just chill. But like it turned into like things like Music Mondays. It turned into things like just my Twitch highlights and like my YouTube channel, and it turned into all those types of things. And now I'm just looking forward to actually giving you guys all this shit properly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really trying to give you this shit properly. And the plans that I have for Music Mondays and the plans that I have for my stream overall are just so exciting to me, and they're fucking dope. And where I'm going with this whole rant here is dudes like Pleasantly, who's in the chat right now, dudes like Legacy, the guys who, and especially Sunburn, because he is my first ever sub. Um, you guys really laid the foundation for me, and like just really are helping me get to where I want to be. And like every day, it's just getting like bigger and bigger and closer to where I want to get my stream. And I think that's dope. I think that's dope because I never planned for it. Cause like I obviously make music. Like music was always my bread and butter. But like now that I started playing again, this is obviously something that's really beneficial to me. And like I enjoy it a lot. So the fact that I was gonna do it anyways, and like the fact that it's already really enjoyable to a large audience, and large being like 10 people, but that's like 10 more than I had last year. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm just so grateful for it. That's the thing. Like, so I'm really excited for the future, guys, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, Music Mondays is gonna be wow, cause like I'm only fucking 5 episodes deep, and like the first 4 episodes got a lot of good reception, got a lot of good fucking just just traction, and everybody really enjoyed it, and I'm just really excited for the future. And the first thing on the list is getting my game capture and getting everything sorted, because now I finally have my good PC. I have everything set up, and literally the only thing I'm waiting on is my game capture, which I'm gonna buy with my stream money, all stream money, and that's not something that I ever thought would happen. And now I get to upgrade my stream and give everybody else and myself like the stream that I know I can bring and is quality. So I think that's what's fucking that's what's dope. I tossed you host. Thank you pleasantly. Um, you said earlier you got a podcast or was on one. So Music Mondays is sort of my podcast, but like not really because like normally I just play Skate 3 and just like rant for like 60 minutes or whatever. But when I upgrade my stream, it's going to be more of like a legit show, and it's going to be more of a legit podcast rather than just me ranting. I'll be able to bring guests on. I'll be able to do other shit on stream. That's, you know what I mean? It's different. I got you, Titan. I got you. But yeah. Thank you pleasantly. So yeah, honestly, like I just really wanted to talk about that for a second, and really just say thank you, and I'll hop on. Yeah, and we can talk about IW. Yes, exactly. Pleasantly, yes. Like music homies, yes, because I have so many people that are down to come on and talk, and like I want to talk to actual players too. You know what I'm saying? Like we can go in depth with this shit and really fucking talk about the inner workings of the game, the inner workings of your records, the inner workings of Pleasantly. Like we could just make that a whole episode. Like that's the type of shit that I want. Um, if you just do exclamation point YouTube in my chat, the previous episodes of Music Mondays are all up there. Um, it's mostly this style, but there's some reviews, there's some other shit. But if you're watching this on YouTube later, and you're trying to submit music, which is what I just got reminded of, or trying to submit art, all the information will be linked in the description. You can link it to me on Twitter. You can DM it to me on Twitter. Um, you can drop it in the comment section. You can come by the Twitch stream. You can do anything like that. So this week, I didn't have submissions. I had a few on Instagram, but everybody just kind of flaked. And like, kind of like I was saying last week, like the thing about the underground right now is like nobody puts out music the way that they used to. Like I said, like nobody puts out fucking music the way that they used to. Nobody's hungry. Like, and then the only people that are hungry are so like conservative with their music, and they're very like fucking stuck up. like that's the thing. Like nobody is hungry anymore. And because I remember 2018, 2019, like it was so easy to curate a playlist. It was so easy to do all those things, but like people just don't want it the way that they used to want it anymore. And like it's kind of a good and bad thing because it weeded out all the people who are just making fake music just to make fucking music. You know what I mean? And just kind of like wanted a little bit of clout here and there. But um eventually once I really put my hand in this fucking submission thing, cause like, bro, if I really, really wanted to put Music Mondays like on the map as like a music review show, like I would just tell all the homies to run it up. Like I would share it to every group chat, share it to everybody. But like, who runs it up is just the regular homies, and who wants to come through comes through because I'm not trying to force anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want that natural gravity. Like I'm really all about uh just natural gravity, man. Like me and stealth. Yeah, facts. Facts, pleasantly. Yes. I'm fucking down for that conversation. I used to rap. Pleasantly, tell me about your rap. Let me fucking know. Please tell me about your music career. But yeah, man, it sucks and it's a good thing. So, I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, all forms of art are totally accepted. And the one time I did do reviews, which was like episode 3, it was so funny because that was just a week that all the homies dropped. My homie Water, Sunburn. I had a couple random submissions. I had a couple random submissions on Instagram. But I took last week off, and then this week it just didn't really garner any submissions. So, with that being said, every type of art is accepted: digital art, music videos, visuals, vocals, beats, anything you fucking name it. If it's your art, send it to me if you want it reviewed, and I'll give you my honest critiquing fucking opinion. And you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. But that's the thing, man. Like you gotta start somewhere, and like working for certain brands for so long, I'm just used to doing things for other people. You know what I mean? Like just doing it for another reason rather than just like my own. And it's so crazy, like doing this as Zomb Slays rather than like for another company, I guess, or like somebody like above me, I guess. But now it's just really all Zomb Slays, like it's really all me. So it's nice, but it's also a little weird, something I gotta get used to. I used to rap in a group with me and my buddy. My name was Rappin' and his name was Fat J. No cap, it's hilarious thinking about. Honestly, like that's the type of shit that's like dope about music is because like people always have those little stories where like, oh yeah, we fucking tried to do that or we tried to do that back then. And then like you hear about it and it's like, damn, that's so funny. That's so fucking funny. Like and then like you dig up the old songs and then you know what I mean? Like it's cool. It's nostalgic. Like that's the thing. I'm big on nostalgia, so that type of shit's always like interesting to me. You guys hear me pop any seal? It's the monsters that have the resealable caps. And those things make the biggest fucking release of fucking pressured air ever, man. How did the gameplay make you feel? What did you think about it? It kind of like I got what you were doing on your chat for reference as to what me and Pleasantly are talking about. He's talking about his round 100 Ray of the Redwoods speedrun. And I watched it at first and like I kind of had a feel exactly for what you were doing. You were fucking cracked and it kind of reminds me of like Skullroom on Zetsubo where like you're always moving and you're kind of like I don't know, like you can never stop moving and never stop watching. Like especially like 50 plus hitting max spawn rate. Like I could do it with practice without a doubt. Like it seems like legit enough. Like if you watch my 77 flawless on Zetsubo, like that's sort of like the same deal where like you're just always cracked. Like you have to be super fucking cracked. And me and Pleasantly are twins because he said he has a resealable monster as well. See what I mean? The timing's unreal. But like, don't get me wrong, like the maps are not comparable at all. But like, I'm just talking about in terms of strategies and how cracked you have to be. You have to be cracked. It's not as hard as you think. It just takes practice. Yeah, yeah, without a doubt. And I'm gonna 100% gonna practice it. Have you seen that Steve shit that he did like on like launch week? The one with like the trap bow. It's patched, but yeah, really? Is it really patched? Wow, that's crazy. Good thing I wasn't playing back then. Holy shit. 200% harder? Really? Fast Croc's harder? Wow. Now, Pleasantly, were you playing when Rave released, or I mean, obviously not, right? Cause you had picked it up afterwards. Yeah, I used to be able to just trade in the bows for a wall weapon and pick up the bows again from the cabinet full ammo. What the fuck? Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of weird exploits in IW Zombies that's just a little bit different. It's funny though. Oh man, Twitter's too much, brothers. No, I've only played seriously for the last 8 months or so. Let's go Pleasantly, man. Let's go. The Returning Kings. My flawless on Spaceland is 98. My flawless on Rave 160. That's so. Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. Both those games are fucking disgusting, but the 160 on Rave Flawless, that's sick. That's fucking sick. 160 Flawless is so sick, actually. Like, just because it's IW, like, I stand that, man. I'm really glad that I fucking actually fucking found a drive for zombies again, because I would have never, like, got on IW and shit, you know? Double down on 160 and 163 to a game over. How did you down? I didn't even see that. Like, I didn't see that at all. Like, I didn't even peep. Hold up, chat. Let me check my schedule here. What do we got? What do we got? What we got? Oh yeah, I want to talk about my next project after being Pleasantly here, having our um IW discussions. I was being dumb and played for too long. Wow, 120 to 160. Bro, I get so scared about that. I get so scared about that. Like, not fucking shaking my boots, but, like, it's definitely a fear of mine where, like, I can tell where I was about to, like, you're about to start taking, like, dumb downs. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like my pause curse, bro. Like, my pause curse, like, every time I unpause a game, it's something to do with, like, me being a controller player and not being warmed up. Like, if I played on mouse and key, I'd be fine. I wouldn't have to warm up as much. But it's like my pause curse where like I'll pause after playing for so long because I'm gonna take a dumb down, but going back to a paused game, not warmed up, is almost just as worse. If you get what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, yep. You gotta know your limits. Like 12 hours probably is like my solid limit where like I start to like go on autopilot and I'm like, oh fuck that. Straight into rave area. Facts. Facts. That's so intimidating. That's so fucking intimidating. Literally like unpausing in Skull Room. Literally like unpausing in Skullroom, same feeling. Same fucking feeling, bro. Like, ooh. I have a day off. I can usually play like 18 hours. Honestly, I feel like it's my chair. Like, I could get some more hours if it wasn't for my fucking chair. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not playing on no fucking wooden chair or something, but like, it's just done. It's just done, brother. But 12 hours is like a good medium for me, for sure. I'm about to send you something. Okay, I got you. But yeah, chat and YouTube. Please submissions. We need them. We're begging. Tell your fucking rapper friends from your hometown. Tell your fucking artist homie that doesn't like to post his art. Submit, review it, get some exposure. Fucking, I'll show you some love. I'll show you a retweet, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like that's what this is about. So, and I didn't really. I mean, I know I kind of touch on this a lot, but usually in like a once a fucking episode. But I never wanted Music Mondays to be like your typical like fucking music review kind of like platform kind of deal, like where I just give like a fake 2 second reaction after listening to your song for the first time. Like that's really not what this is gonna be. Like that's why I review submissions like the night before, like Sunday going into Monday, so I can have like a fucking whole couple hours to really take in what you're sending me. And it's not about like just like you sending me some shit and me being like, yeah, that was fire. You know what I mean? And boom, done review. Like that's corny to me, and too many people do it, and it's very corny, and it's not constructive. So that's what I didn't want Music Mondays to be, and I think that's going to be the really good way to go about it, even if it is going to take me a little minute to really structurize it properly. But let me no, I didn't see the mid round mini game. Don't spam as much. Oh, wait. Yeah, I did see the mid round mini game. I'm lying. Hold on. Wait, what did you do? You fucking yo, what did you do? Hold on, don't tell me. It was fucking I did see the mid round mini game. You did something mad slick too to like hold the zombie. What was it? What the fuck was it? Trapos! Holy shit. Yo, pleasantly. See, like that's the type of setup that's like right. You know what I mean? Like you got it set up. Like that's exactly bro, like what the fuck? Come on, man. Like chat for context, he sent me a setup. And it's a 3 monitor setup with a fucking heat ass gamer chair. And it's just that's the goals, man. And like I'm close as fuck to it, and like it's gonna help me so much too, because not only for gaming, but for music and like everything that I do with this. So, oh man, that's kind of why I talk about how grateful I am for this shit, because it all ties into one another. Like it's not just for gaming, it's not just for music. Like it's Zomb Slays. Like it's everything to me. So um having a setup like that is essential to me. Like it goes into all my life's work, you know? So one day, chat. One day soon, I'm gonna work my fucking dick off. Believe that. Believe that. Yup. Me and Cell talk about it, and he theorized he's a trap bow, and I pulled it off. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Yeah, see, I remembered that. I like noticed that because we were talking about it last night, and like you were like, yeah, it's possible to do it solo, and like I figured you just kind of like did it like really fast, you know what I mean, and just kind of boom bang, like you know, like without even holding the zombie. But no, completely different case. Um, what's this ZWC thing that I'm seeing pleasantly? Do you know anything about that? I see people with ZWC practice in their title. I'm trying to think what ZWC is. Nah, I don't compete in that junk. What is it? A competition? But like where? Cause like it's not even on ZWR. Zombie World Championships. Yo! Please send me this. Please send me this. They give you challenges and you do them basically. I'm not doing it. I never want to do that. I just feel like I've seen it on Twitter and like I want to see if it's the same fucking thing that I saw. Oh, why do they do this cringe shit, man? Didn't they do lands? Like I'm pretty sure they did lands and they started calling themselves like professional zombie players and shit. Dude, I remember Frenzy talking about it in a video, bro. It was so crazy. Um, but yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Zombie World Cup. That's what I saw. But one thing I did want to talk about, for sure, that did happen since the last episode of Music Mondays, which I mean technically was 2 weeks ago, but I dropped episode 4 last week, so not really that long ago. I finally announced my next project, my next instrumental project titled "I'll Take the Hint." Um, I put it together over the course of probably the last month or so. I've been flipping around a bunch of beats from my beat store, to shit I want to release, to shit I want to send to Sunburn and work with him on. So basically, I just really wanted to compile this project based on what beats were best that I wasn't using, and I tried to order them in a way that sounded cohesive, and it always works out better than I anticipate because my projects are so they're always so versatile anyways. So I really feel like when I put together these track lists, it might not be as good as I think it is, but it always turns out better, you know? It always turns out better. So I'll take the hint. 6 tracks, intro, outro, 4 middle tracks. Um, February 26th, which is I believe a Friday is why I scheduled it that. Yeah, it's a Friday. It's a Friday. Um, so that's coming extremely soon. I'm excited for that. Just another Zomb Slays project that I'm gonna be able to put in my library. Every one of my instrumental projects is getting better and better. Like it's crazy because like I used to put out a bunch of work that was kind of not to my standard, and like when you first start out doing shit, like you just do it a lot and you just release a lot, and like once you start improving on your music, it takes more time to create that music. So kind of like I was saying in my first episode of Music Mondays, it's like creating quality shit fast. Like you want quantity quality. And I think that's really the goal here with especially instrumentals is really high quality shit fast. You know? You really just got to really be fast with the shit and be efficient. And I think that's where I'm heading for sure. Um I only had one release this year. I had a regular single in January, but February is where we can kick the year off right with a good project. I'm probably gonna do 2 visuals. Not saying what songs yet, but definitely gonna do some follow-up content for this. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's always funny because people always ask me, uh, where do you get your ideas for your covers, or like where do you get your photos for your covers? And like usually it's like all around like my crib and like all around like my town. Like I have so many photos, and like my mom has so many photos of like just sunsets and all this other shit, just like aesthetic shit. And you can just edit it a little bit and they just become these crazy ass covers. And that's usually where I get my photos from, because that's where I'd be like making my covers anyways. Like I like those like independent, like sort of like Midwest emo kind of covers, like the ones that look old schoolish. Like that's the type of shit that I've always liked. Um, but yeah, I'll take the hint. Friday, February 26th. Gonna be exciting. All platforms per usual. SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube first for the free homies, and then digital stores after. Of course, Spotify, Apple, the whole nine. But yes, that's finally ready. I didn't really want to leak any details on my last episode of Music Mondays, so I just kind of kept my trap shut. And now that it's finally out, um, we can talk about it. So yeah, that is the plan, chat. That's the plan. Now, I have a few more things to touch on before we sign off here, because we've actually already been recording for almost 40 minutes, and it hasn't even felt like it. But that's just because I had missed a week, so it feels good to actually come back and see what's good. But yep. So Valentine's Day, we talked about all that. We talked about my new podcast with Eddie. What's going down here with my Twitch channel and um, Zomb Slays. We talked about my project and what the vibes are going to be for that. Submissions I touched on here and there, but I want to touch on one last time, sort of midway through, and talk about it. Like I said, if you want to submit or you have anything you would like reviewed or just shout it out or anything like that, you got to submit it to me and you got to tweet it to me. Drop your tweet under the link for Music Mondays. Drop your tweet uh, anywhere on my Twitter. Drop it in the YouTube comments, anything like that if you want your art or uh, content reviewed. Absolutely. But that's all I'm going to say on that. Um, the last thing I wanted to touch on, I guess, we can talk about later, Titan. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. I will talk to you extremely soon. Be safe. Um, the last thing I wanted to talk about for these last 20 minutes that we have here is like I guess I don't really like have to go into too much detail, but I guess it's about like doing people wrong and people doing you wrong and what your reaction should be. Now, let me fucking light my blunt because this is going to be one to knock your socks off, I guess. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by doing people wrong and people doing you wrong and what your reaction should be? Well, let's take one first out of the equation. When people do you wrong and your reaction, what should it be? What I mean is like, say somebody does you really wrong, you know what I mean? Like it could be anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is in what aspect. Just somebody doing you wrong. Take that however you can apply it. Somebody doing you dirty, however you want to say it, and what your reaction is to that. And like say it's like somebody you love, or like say it's like the homie, or say it's like somebody in your family. And depending on like the degree of what happened or anything like that, because of course things like violence and all that shit is fucking unacceptable, so that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm really talking about here is really fucked up shit that people do to good people or just like people in general and like those people's reactions to said fucked up thing. So for example, uh you get done wrong in a relationship or you get done wrong by a friend and your instant reaction is to go back and do the same thing, you know, get him back, all that other type of shit. And it's like, not only is that immature, but that's just the completely wrong thing to do because you don't learn anything from it. You don't learn anything from it. And like, I think the point is for those type of experiences to happen is you got to learn something from it. And it's just really important, man. It's really important to learn about that shit. And like, I don't know. It's always weird for me to talk about because I always want to like uh relate my situation to it, but everybody's situation is different. And at the end of the day, I think what I'm trying to say is like if you get done wrong, like don't do it back. Don't do it in a way that you're putting that energy back out into the world that somebody gave to you. Because in almost any 9 times out of 10, every circumstance, it's probably the wrong thing to do. Like, it's probably the wrong thing to fucking do. And why is it the wrong thing to do? They did me wrong. I should fucking beat their ass. I should this. I should that. And it's like, no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Because there's always a lesson in somebody doing you wrong. And like some people are just fucked up. Like, but that doesn't mean that there's no lesson. You know what I mean? Like some people are just really fucked up. And like you might really love them or like you might fuck with them or anything like that. But there's still a lesson there. Like you can't just like point the finger and be like, "Oh, they're fucked up." Like that's like easy to everybody knows that. Sure, no problem. Like that's easy to tell they did a horrible thing to you. Of course they're fucked up. But what does that say about you? What did you learn from that? What does that say about you hanging around a fucked up individual? What does that say about you getting done wrong and allowing yourself to get done wrong? Does it mean you're weak? Absolutely not. But is there something to learn there? Absolutely. Absolutely something to learn there. And I think that's a big part of, I guess, getting done wrong or having something really shitty happen to you is nobody really looks for the lesson inside of it. Everyone just points the finger. And they're like, he's bad, she's bad, they're bad. And it's like, nah. Nah, man. I mean, sure, they might be bad. But does that mean, like, you don't have a lesson to learn? No. Not at all. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch on that for a minute. And maybe like you guys don't get the gist of what I'm trying to say, but if you do have any questions, you can always drop them in the YouTube comments as well. But yeah, I don't know, chat. Shit's been fucked up lately, but there's always a silver lining. I was kind of tweeting about it a little bit today, you know? There's always a silver lining, no matter what. But yeah. I mean, I do apologize for the lack of no gameplay today, but there is plenty of audio, and when I eventually do bring Music Mondays to all platforms, you know, all digital platforms, that is, it won't really matter if there's any visuals behind it or not. But yeah, appreciate you guys rocking with me. Shit's important, you know? Keeps me motivated. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about how Eddie has a theme song for the Dope Chapel, and I never even once thought about getting a theme song for Music Mondays and like doing an intro for like the YouTube uploads. I'm a fucking dumbass. Straight up. Yeah, kind of a weird Monday, but it's all good, chat. It's all good. So yeah, um, I think that's pretty much all I had on the schedule. We still have about 15 minutes left to chop it up, so to be honest, I think we can just chill and really see what the vibes are. So yeah, be on the lookout for I'll Take the Hint. That's incoming February 26th, Friday. Be on the lookout for that. It'll be fucking everywhere, so I'm sure you guys will see it. Um, yep. So Valentine's Day we got covered. Eddie podcast, the Dope Chapel episode we did will be released this week. So I probably won't release this on YouTube until Friday. So that means the Dope Chapel episode will be out before you see this episode. So go fucking check that out and make sure that you show Eddie some love because we chopped it up for just about 2 hours and we had a really really good conversation and we had a lot of really good talks like about subjects that I guess not a lot of people talk about straight up. You know what I'm saying? But also one more time before I go, um submissions, artist submissions. We need artist submissions. Um, got to get that. Please get that ASAP. And if you're, what the fuck? Someone's having Minecraft problems. Um, yes. So please send in your shit. Let me know. Um, send it to me on Twitter, YouTube comments, all that good shit. Please do. Please do. Because I'm more than willing to do that. But I don't think I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to touch on here. I don't know. I don't think so. If anybody does have any questions or anything like that, you are more than welcome to put them in the YouTube comments as well. Without a doubt. But um I don't think there's anything else. I'm trying to think. No. No. So at the overhead, like I said, oh, wait, pause. One thing I do want to talk about before we sign off is 29 Club and Rebirth. I know I talked about it a little bit in episode 4, but be on the lookout for that and really show 29 Club some love. We're working on so many amazing things and everybody's working their ass off. So 29 Club will be in the description. Show everybody some love. Show 29 some love. We work hard, man. And you won't be disappointed. But yeah, so 29 Club stuff on the horizon. New Zomb Slays project. My project. Friday, February 26th. Um, yeah, man. Thank you guys for chilling with me. This has been Zomb Slays Music Mondays, episode 5. If you would like to submit anywhere or submit your music, art, content, anything like that, DM me on Twitter, drop it in the YouTube comments, or send it to my email. Send it somewhere, and it'll be reviewed next week, next Monday. Next Monday, I will be live with Music Mondays again. It'll be March the next time I see you guys, March 1st. So that'll be really dope. I'm glad to throw February out in the fucking gutter. I'm sure most of us are. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling. I hope you enjoy. This is just kind of a light episode to get us eased back in, and like I said, I apologize for the lack of gameplay because I'm currently paused 60 plus on Raven Redwoods Flawless, so I need to keep that game open. Um, but yeah, chat, I'll be live next Monday with this one more time. I'll most likely be playing Skate 3 next week. I won't be paused on a high round game, but I'm gonna turn my stream back on probably about 5 to 10 minutes, and then yeah, I'll be live again. Thank you guys for chilling. I love you. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. And thank you for chilling. Later, chat.